Hi there and welcome to JustPaid.io. The purpose of the video today is to give you a very high-level background on JustPaid and then a very brief product demonstration. Only a few minutes long for today to keep it short and brief. If you'd like a full demonstration, we encourage you to schedule a live demo directly through our website. JustPaid's intent is to essentially create a very seamless experience for both yourself and your customers to ensure that you're always on top of all of your invoices and your revenue, and more importantly, your financial KPIs. JustPaid is backed by a series of investors, over $4 million, and we're very proud of those that we're able to have who have backed us. JustPaid's broken down into a few different sections. First would be the accounts payable aspect of JustPaid, so you're able to facilitate your accounts payable and bill payments directly through JustPaid. We also have accounts receivable, which is the core part of our product, which allows for you to easily upload a contract, and from there, what JustPaid will do is will immediately create invoice generation based on the terms of that contract, even if it's a complex contract or a unique contract. We also have ChatGPT incorporated and GPT incorporated into revenue collection follow-up. So for when an invoice goes beyond past due, immediately the GPT will facilitate communication on behalf of your company. Lastly, we have our GPT app. This is a huge new space for financial technology. We're very proud of this. What it allows you to do is either leverage the JustPaid app in the ChatGPT store, or you can go to chat.justpaid.io and simply sign in, and you'll be able to actually engage with your financial tech stack directly through the chatbot, allowing you to have questions that might take days or even weeks to get answered immediately, almost as if you're communicating with a human based on your banking details, your Stripe customers, or even your accounting software. Where does this all come together? It all comes together in JustPaid. So I'll briefly just mention the settings. There's a few different sections here that are broken down. You have, of course, the company details, but most importantly, the details here. So you have your banking section, you have payments if you would like to facilitate payments through JustPaid, and then you have your integrations. So this is where you'd be able to connect to your accounting software between Sage, QuickBooks, NetSuite, Xero, and then connect your Stripe account. I'd like to note that you can continue using Stripe for invoicing your customers, but the beauty of JustPaid and the integration with Stripe is the information that's being facilitated in Stripe is being communicated through JustPaid into your accounting software as well. For instance, if somebody pays outside of Stripe, JustPaid would be able to then verify that payment against the open invoice that would be living within JustPaid. Once you've had all of these features connected, it's very straightforward. We'll start with the accounts payable front. The accounts payable has your vendors that you typically pay. If you have contracts with those vendors, the nice thing about the vendor contracts is immediately what it'll do is by having the contract forwarded over to JustPaid or simply uploaded, that contract will actually live within JustPaid, so you always have access to it. And once it's been accepted, whenever a bill comes in for that specific vendor, the bill will be validated against the vendor contract. So in this instance, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and I'll upload a bill so you can see what it looks like. The bills would be forwarded on over to an email address. Immediately, JustPaid's AI starts parsing and reading and understanding that data and then validating it against that specific vendor, so that when you get a bill and you have it submitted to you for approval, immediately what it's going to do is give you that rest assured peace of mind that the bill is actually accurate. You're not being overbilled, double billed, or more worse, fraud. So with that, JustPaid allows for you to go ahead and ensure that whatever you're paying is going to be ensured that it's the accurate amount. On the accounts receivable front, JustPaid, very straightforwardly, similar to the vendor contracts, you'll have your customers that will come in through Stripe. And then you also have your customer contracts. So these can be uploaded, forwarded over to JustPaid. They would live in this draft phase very briefly, and once it's been reviewed by whoever has submitted the contract, from there, what will happen is JustPaid will understand the terms of the contract, understand the pricing and details, and then as soon as it has been accepted, what it'll allow you to do is you'll actually be able to have invoices immediately generated from that contract. An example of this would be this contract here, where you can actually see the contract has been uploaded. And then you'll actually see the contract lifecycle, and you can even see the invoice itself. So you can jump right into the invoice and keep track of it. Again, if you are invoicing through Stripe, you can continue to do that. JustPaid will still flag those invoices that are overdue. And with your choice, you have the option to engage the revenue collection, which would then facilitate the GPT communication follow-up and then report back to you. So depending on what the customer replies as to the reason as to why that invoice was overdue, you have the option to take it on yourself or continue to let the GPT communicate with your customer to save you a ton of time so you don't have to handle this with your customers. Again, we'd love to walk you through firsthand through a personalized demonstration. So at any time, please do feel free to schedule a demo directly, and we'd be happy to walk you through it.